In this video, let's continue with Pandas library. So in the previous video, we have discussed about NumPy. Now let's move forward. In Pandas, we have mainly two data types. One is series and the other one is data frames. So basically, series will work on single dimensional things. Okay, you can think of it as similar to NumPy arrays. And like in NumPy arrays, always the index starts from zero, whereas in series, the index can be anything. We can give some random index as well. So let's execute this and let's move forward. Here, if you observe, I'm like initializing a list in which some integer values are present. And to convert that into pandas series, we can use this p.series method in order to convert this marks into pandas series. Okay, now it got converted into Panda series and it is printing all those values. But here we didn't mention any kind of index, so that's why it is giving us index from 0 to 4. Okay, and specifically we can give some index as well. Here I am mentioning index should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why it is giving us this index. So here if you observe, I'm giving a plus, a, b plus, b and f. Like in data I'm putting these grades, and whereas index I'm like specifically saying that index should be this one. Okay, now let's print this grade then. So here if you observe, here the index it is showing it as 1 2 3 4 5. Basically if we don't mention any index, then it will start from 0 1 2 3 4 like this. Now let's like here if you observe, we are giving data equal to grades and index equal to this list. Like no need to give these names, we can directly give those as well, like marks and this. So let's see this as well. So here if you see, it is taking an index that is given in this list. Okay, like this panda series will work. And like we can index using these particular values only. Okay, like for eighth index we are having 9, that's why it is giving us 9 as output. And in grade for fourth index we are having b, so it will be giving us b. Okay, and similarly if we have a numpy array, that can also be converted into pandas series like this. So we'll just pass that numpy array to this pandas series. Okay, so like this will be, we can convert some numpy array to pandas series. And similarly we can convert a dict to pandas series as well. In like if you are giving some dict to pandas series, then it will be taking this particular key as index and value as the like series value. Okay, so let's execute this and let's give it to the panda p.series and let's print it. So here if you observe, a b c d are the indexes, whereas values are 90 80 70 and 60. Okay, these are the values. Now let's check type of these. So it is saying that pandas.core.series. Basically it is pandas series. Okay, and similarly pd this also it is showing as series. So dictionary we are converting it to panda series. That's why it is showing it as series. Now like here if you observe, in SC we are having 0 to 4th index, whereas in series we are having these indexes. Now let's try to add these two. Let's see what's happening. So here if you observe, it is giving us any end because like there is 0th index in pandas like PDSC, whereas in periodic there is no 0 index, and similarly there is a index in periodic and there is no a in PDSC. So if indexes are matching, then it will be giving us correct results. So let's create some other dict, like some other panda series with uh, like a b c d as indexes where and remaining as values. So I have created in predict one. Now let's add these two. So here if you observe, it is getting added. So 62 and 90, these two gets added and we are getting this 152, and similarly 19 and 80. So these two are adding up to 99, and similarly 137 and 64, like that we are getting. like this, whenever the indexes are matching, those values will get added like this. If not matching, like in this, if we are having d index and in the other thing it's not having d index, then the value will be n. Okay. And similarly, not only a plus operation, we can do minus, and similarly multiplication, integer division, float division, and also modulo. We can like, and also we can apply this ampersand operation, that is AND, and similarly OR. Okay, this is bitwise AND and bitwise OR. So like this, any uh, like binary operation can be applied over here. Okay, now let's convert this particular list into Pandas series. So now if we observe, it is getting converted into Pandas series. And now let's observe PD list of 1. So it will be giving us 2 as the value. Okay. Now let's give PD list 2. So it is giving 3 as the character. So if you observe, like in NumPy array, if we convert some list to NumPy array, then it will be converting all the elements in that list to some particular data type. Whereas in Panda series, it will maintain that particular data type. Okay, that's why for this here it is showing in quotes, whereas plist 1 is showing as integer. Okay, and we can use this dot mean. So in the periodic, if we observe, we have these values 90, 80, 70, and 60. For that, the mean will be 75. That's why it is giving us value. And similarly, median value also we can obtain. So for periodic one, it is saying that median value is 40.5. Let's print this periodic. And here, if you observe, we are having these particular uh, like indexes. So if you wanted to like access these using row numbers, okay, instead of ABCD, if you wanted to access these using row numbers, then that you can do with the use of iloc. Okay, so I'm saying iloc of 1, so it will be giving us 80. Okay, and similarly, if we are giving iloc of 3, then what it will be giving? 0, 1, 2, 3. It's just, you can think of it as row number. Okay, so we are giving this particular row number, that's why this value will be obtaining. Okay, and similarly, if you wanted to access using index only, then you can use lock. Okay, in lock, if we pass that particular index value, then only you'll be getting the value like this. And here, if you pass something like 0, then you'll be getting error. Okay, here if you observe, we are getting key error. So in lock, we should be passing only the specified indexes